What's going on, Stick Crew, and welcome to our waiver wire video for week 4 of fantasy hockey. We got 3 teams playing 4 games with 2 off nights this week. We got the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Detroit Red Wings, and the New York Islanders. Number 1 ad this week is going to be Emmett Finney from the Detroit Red Wings. Finney's 34% rostered, he's playing on that top line and just got bumped up to that top power play. Now it remains to be seen if he's going to stay there with Patrick Kane eventually coming back from injury, but the kid's been putting up a ton of points. He's got 5 in his last 3 games, and his ice time has gone up dramatically since the start of the season. I believe it's gone up 7 or 8 minutes, and you just love to see a guy producing at such a young age alongside a veteran like Dylan Larkin. So add him up if he's still out there. Could see a good breakout season from the kid. Next up, we got Zach Benson from the Buffalo Sabres. He's 32% rostered, he's playing on the top line and top power play for Buffalo, and he's looked great since he's come back from injury. Benson has looked really good with 7 points in his last 5 games since coming back from injury, and before he came back, Buffalo was looking like dog shit on offense. They couldn't generate anything. So it's really good to see them start producing again since he's been back, especially with the next guy I'm about to talk about. We got right winger Josh Doan from the Buffalo Sabres. He's 26% rostered. He's playing on the second line and also the top power play for Buffalo. Doan and Benson have really been contributing to Buffalo winning some games recently. He's got 6 points in his last 5 games. His ice time has been a bit up and down, which is a little concerning, but if they keep him on that top power play, he's going to be getting quite a lot of points. Next up, we got Dmitry Voronkov from the Columbus Blue Jackets. He's 22% rostered, looking at a good schedule this week, and put up a little bit of a sneaky breakout season last year with 20 plus goals and 20 plus assists. He's on that top line and top power play, and Columbus isn't that great of a team, but as long as he's getting that deployment, he's worth the roster. Next forward we got is also from Columbus. We got Kent Johnson. He's 20% rostered and he's triple eligible, which means you can stick him at any one of your forward positions. He's playing on the second line and top power play, but only has 3 points in 7 games this year, and his ice time hasn't even really been that good. So if Voronkov is out there, I would prioritize him over Johnson, just because the ice time is a bit better and he's been a lot more consistent with points, but they both have good schedules, and Ken Johnson has better eligibility, so whoever's out there, go grab him. Next up, we got right winger Kyle Palmieri from the New York Islanders. Palmieri's 6% rostered, playing on the second line and top power play for New York, and he's got 3 points in his last 4 games. Not the sexiest pickup, but Palmieri's got really good shot volume to start the year, and his ice time has been really consistent as well, so it looks like he's going to be staying with the current deployment that he has, so I'd go get him with the week that the Islanders have coming up. Next up, we have another New York Islander, Emil Heineman. He's currently 10% rostered, playing on the top line and second power play, and he's got 4 points in his last 5 games. The 23-year-old is playing on the top line and the second power play for the Islanders, and he's got 5 points in his last 5 games. They got him in a trade for Noah Dobson this offseason, and they stuck him right into that top line with Bo Horvat, and he's been looking all right. His ice time has been getting better and better, currently just hitting the 19-minute mark, which is a good sign. With how he's been producing, I could see them moving him onto that top power play. There's a few guys on there like Drouin who aren't very consistent, so you never know, they might give the kid a shot, so get him right now while he's low rostered. If both these guys aren't available, I'd go ahead and grab Anders Lee from the Islanders. He's only 15% rostered, he's playing on the third line and second power play, but he has 8 points in his last 4 games, and we've seen the upside from him in the past few years. Last forward we have is Troy Terry from the Anaheim Ducks. He's only 15% rostered, playing on the third line and top power play, which is a little surprising since he has been a top line guy for the past few years with the Ducks, but with that offense and how many young guys they have coming up, you never really know where they're going to shuffle the lines, but he's got 4 points in his last 3 games with 6 shots in his last 2 as well, and he's been getting pretty good ice time, so hopefully they move him up to the second or top line soon enough, but I'd say he's a decent roster for now. First D-man is Dmitry Orlov from the San Jose Sharks. He's 34% rostered, currently playing on the top pairing and top power play for San Jose, mostly because John Klingberg is injured. Now, I don't really know why the hell they went with John Klingberg on the top power play because of, how old and kind of washed he is, but Orlov has been all right in the past, hasn't really had much of a chance on Washington in the past few years because he's been stuck behind John Carlson, but He's shown some offensive upside on a team that has some young talent, so could be worth a roster. If he continues how he's playing, I don't see why they would put Klingberg back on that top power play. Next up, we got Brendan Dillon from the New Jersey Devils. He's up to 15% rostered, playing on the third pairing and not even on a power play, so not a whole lot of usage to look at. You know, he's got a few goals in the last few games, which is intriguing, but other than his peripherals, there's not really much to look at. If you're super thin at defense, he could be an ad, maybe stick on your bench for a bit, but I don't really see him getting moved up in the depth chart. Last D-man, someone who's a little more highly rostered, is Jake Wallman of the Edmonton Oilers. Wallman's currently on the second pairing and second power play right now for Edmonton, but he's got 3 points in his first 2 games back from injury, and honestly, he's a pretty good handcuff to have for Evan Bouchard if he goes down with injury. Even if Evan Bouchard isn't playing that well, they could flip-flop him a little bit because Wallman does have that really good offensive upside. And if you're playing on a power play with McDavid and Draisaitl, there's definitely some points to come, so get him right away if he's out there. Last but not least, we got our tendies, starting with Akira Schmid from the Vegas Golden Knights. Schmid is 27% rostered and has wins in all 4 of his appearances this season. He's been filling in for Adin Hill, who's week to week with an injury right now, so it's not really a long-term ad, but he's on a really good team in Vegas, and as long as he's getting the starts, he's probably going to be getting wins with how good their offense is. It should be pretty interesting to see how that goalie situation winds up with Carter Hart signing with Vegas and not able to come back till December, so we'll see what happens. Next goalie we have is a little higher rostered. We got Jacob Dobes from the Montreal Canadiens. Dobes has looked amazing to start the year and might have just taken the #1 job from Sam Montembeault. He hasn't allowed more than 2 goals in any of his 4 starts and is coming off a 36-save heater against the Calgary Flames. If he's out there, go get him right away because this kid is the goalie of the future for Montreal, and I don't really see Sam Montembeault lasting that long. Last goalie we have is Dan Vladar from the Philadelphia Flyers. North Vladar is 24% rostered, and he's getting most of the starts right now for the Flyers, which is the reason that you're going to add him for. More of a desperate ad if you're really thin at goaltender. He's got 3 wins and 5 starts, but the team does let a lot of shots on net, so he could be good for that volume. One more goalie I wanted to add who's fairly highly rostered right now is Spencer Knight. He's playing out of his mind right now, so if he's available, go get him over all of these guys. That's it for this week, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more ads and drops videos coming soon, and to follow at The Stick Crew on Instagram and on TikTok. Peace.